Hey guys, so I'm gonna keep the process on this, and I'm gonna video it for you. You remember I had that thick piece of 2-inch here, so I went ahead and machined the whole inside of the gear housing, and I also put me some contour, 3D contour on the outside, 100 thousandths down. So the idea is when I come with my fixture plate and I mount it here, which I'm gonna bolt it right to the same holes the cover is gonna be on, and I'll show it to you in a minute. I'm gonna have some clearance between the case and whatever material and whatever fixture plate I'm gonna have on. And so I hope you see I've got a big old chamfer here on the whole outside of the part. There's 40 thousandths off. I left 40 thousandths of material on the outside because when I turn it over and I clear the contour on it, it's gonna match that chamfer. It's gonna cut a little bit of that chamfer too, and I'm already gonna have a chamfer. So the chamfer is done on one end, and when I do the contour on the back side, then it's gonna be done. The part is gonna be done on this end. The reason I do it this way is it could be done the other way too on the back side, but I'm gonna explain you in a minute. So you see I got the whole inside done, and I got a boss here for my injection pump. That's just a hole for me to line up from it when I turn the part over. Okay. Besides, I'm gonna be lined up to these two holes, but the main one, so my part center is gonna be this hole when I turn the part over on my fixer plate. Okay. So the reason for that is, see this hole right here, this one and this one, these two are the dowel pins that they mount on the block. So I mean, looking at the part this way, it's not real critical. I mean, you can be off a little bit inside all this pocket. It's not a big deal. Now, if you're off in between these dowel pins and these holes, then your accessory and your injection pump is going to be off from the block itself. And then on the block, we got the camshaft gear, which just sits pretty much like this. So this is your camshaft gear. This is your oil pump. Crankshaft is gonna be here in the middle, and then accessory is gonna be like that, and then the injection pump gear is gonna be here. So if we are off on the block and the camshaft comes off the block, we are gonna be off on the accessory and on the injection pump, and that is not acceptable. That's a no-no. So we gotta be just perfect on in between the cam and the accessory and injection pump. So that's why we are going to, which I already done this one, and it worked good. This one is fine, but the one, like I said, I'm building that one there is better. So so that's why when I turn it over, I have to machine these dowel pin pockets at the same time without moving the machine or nothing, that I machine these two holes, the injection pump and the accessory pump hole or whatever. So they all match. Them three, they match perfect. So we line up to the block. So my fixture plate is this one here. The only aluminum I had is the one I used a few years ago to build that one. So I just turned it over and reuse it on this one. So you see I got my crankshaft here. If we're looking at it this way, I don't want to put no scratches on it or nothing. Okay, no, we're gonna make a mess here. No, I got it. So crankshaft, accessory, and we also got my injection pump boss over there. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna mount this. Wait a minute. Let me just stand here. what I'm doing is, since this is the first time I use this fixture plate, right? I want to build a fixture plate on top of my part. So later on, when I keep building the part, my fixture plate is perfect to that part. So I went ahead and mounted this piece on the sharp, and I machined this part, like these holes and these pockets and all that. I machined them on the sharp, so I didn't have to change the Haas. Okay, so they line up just perfect, and you guys know what that means. So and this is something I want to point out too on this setup is I always gotta keep looking at this camera. I don't know when it goes off and when it don't. It's just crazy. I'm gonna have to give him something else. So pretty much, you look, I'm using countersink bolts. I don't know if this is the best way to do it compared to putting some dowel pins or pinning this to the stock. I do like the countersink bolts, or the whatever you call them. Somehow, yeah, just loose everywhere. Somehow, you see that movement that we got over there? We're gonna take care of that once I tighten this bolts. And if I'm off, somehow I'm gonna be off and spread it all the way around my fixture plate. So the dowel pin could definitely be a better or not idea. But I do like my, this kind of setup, in my opinion, it's pretty good. I don't have enough bolts. That will be fine. No biggie. So, I don't know if this one is a short one. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do over there, I'm gonna tighten those, and once I tie them, my workpiece or my part is already lined up to the machine. I already machined it over there. I did not move it at all. Didn't touch it. So on top right here, I'm gonna finish my fixture plate. So you see that it's really rough on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour this. I'm gonna build me 3 holes on each side, 3 or 5 holes. So there's gonna be 2 set of holes that will fit the Haas, and another 2 set that will fit the sharp. So in case I ever want to build the part on the sharp, I can just put my fixture plate over there. That's it. So I'm gonna put a bigger pocket here on the middle, just to make sure, because this hole was made on the Haas. I mean on the sharp. And I'm just gonna come here, do a small pocket over there, make sure that's my center. So when I turn this part over and lay it on the table, I can center that if I want to, if I just have the fixture on it. Let's say I'm doing more than one. This is one thing I really hate from machining, and this is the thing that I find the most expensive one, to be honest. Fixturing, it's like it takes money, it takes time, all of that, and maybe, let's say, on a production line, if I ever start just building this on and on, I gladly buy, $300 worth of fixture plate, $400 more, or the same amount of, but it is, let's say I'm building this one just for me one time, just count, we got around $600 here on this, on the 2-inch 20 by 18, 500 and something dollar, whatever, 70 whatever, and unless here on this half-inch, which I already had it, but on this half-inch, and it was for free, a friend of mine gave it to me. Let's say we got another $200 or $3 or whatever, because aluminum right now is high. It gets expensive when you're doing fixturing. So I would say this is what I find the most aggravating. You know, having to just get let's say a piece of aluminum or brand new jaws and just cut them off, and you probably never use them again. So I think that's a really nice way to burn some money. Having your own piece of jaws and then just machine them for something else later and something else. So that's the money you got to count on when you're doing something. Just look at this. We own $600 of aluminum for our part, and then we almost got another $300 setup just for the setup. So yeah, okay. But anyway, let's just forget about that part. Not a big deal. We're not gonna cry about it. I'm just trying to teach, a little bit that when you're doing something, make sure. When you're doing something, make sure you're ready for the next step. Okay, this piece right here, this is gonna be my cover. So the cover that is gonna cover my timing case, right? My timing case cover, pretty much. That's the name. That's what I'm gonna pull it out of. So before I take this part out of here, I'm going to already made. So you see that I got the holes that are gonna hold my fixture plate to my case, but I also made some holes that are gonna hold my timing case cover, or whatever. Holes that are gonna hold my timing case cover stuck to this same piece. So pretty much I will be doing first the covers, and then I will be doing the case later. So I will mount this plate on the machine, do the cover, not this way that I'm doing. I'm doing it all the way around now. But after I'm done with this, first I'm gonna do the cover. Let's just say this piece is sitting on the machine. It's lined up, center, 0, whatever. And then I come with my piece of stock for the cover. I'm gonna machine the piece here. The first thing I'm gonna machine, because I'm gonna hold it, let's say, I'm gonna hold them on the outside, hold this part on the outside. I'm gonna machine the holes, all of the setup on whatever holes are gonna hold the cover into my timing case. And then after they're done, some of these holes, they're gonna be threaded on the bottom, like you see here. Without moving the stock over there, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt it to the fixture plate, and then I'm gonna finish all these holes, and because the cover is gonna have these holes, crankshaft, seal mounted, and all that, injection pump cover for your timing when you change the timing or whatever, and then we're gonna do the contour on it. But once we bolt it down to the fixture plate, we don't have to worry about the outside, so we're just gonna cut off the outside and be done with it. So I gotta set this stock first, this fixture plate, do the cover, and then do the casing later. So it'll be all the way around. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm gonna tie this up, and I'll show you pretty much this how it's gonna look. It's the same way over there. We just got way more stock here that I'm gonna get rid of. And okay, Yayo, it's my goat over there. Yayo, bang. Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna get rid of all that, you know, whatever left, just make it a little bit smaller, stiffer, you know, it's gonna get more strength, being a little bit smaller on it, and yeah, I'm gonna do that on top of the case that we're working on already. And in case you wonder what happened with the what we call the braking resistors or whatever, that's how I mounted them. Mounted all three of them over there. I can't really say this without even questioning myself, but I think my acceleration and deceleration got better on the machine because of those braking resistors. I believe it got more smoother on the very end, and you know, in comeback, maybe it's draining more over to those resistors because they way bigger, and I think it's running smoother, a little bit smoother now than what it was. But anyway, I'm gonna stop the video here, and I'll probably cut it into another one. So I'm just gonna put you in there and let you see some of the machining I'm gonna be doing. Hopefully I don't mess up nothing, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys. So I already mounted the fixture plate on top of the case of the first operation of the case, so we can finish, like I said previously, finish the fixture plate on top of our part. And I want you to see how cool is this. I'm 3 thousandths off on X and 2 on Y from building all these holes on the sharp and mounted it here, and I'm just gonna, you know, redo it. Maybe it will change a little bit, maybe, I don't know, but let's send it. Okay, still the same. See right there? By the way, I have no, okay, this, I don't have my X and Y auto zero on. So pretty much I was just checking, but I'm not gonna change it. I'm gonna keep the zero that I got on my part, not on my fixture plate. So my fixture plate actually fits. My fixture plate, yes, actually fit my part coordinates or whatever. But you see how little we are off, 3 thousandths and 2 thousandths. I really thought I was gonna have more, but that's all we have. So anyway, so now I really want to take a small, really skim pass and make sure this stock is flat when we turn it over, and then I'm gonna be drilling. Come on. I'm gonna be. This is pretty much what we're doing. Okay. So I'm just gonna be doing, you know, these pockets right here. So you see, I got like, you know, 5 on one end and another 5 on. So there's this. Okay. There's a center one here and 2 on the ends. The center one will fit any machine, but the 2 on the ends, here, hopefully you see it, one is gonna fit. I mean, the 2 on the center, they're gonna fit the Haas, and the 2 outers are gonna fit the, what do you call, the sharp. So, and then I'm just gonna, you know, 3D rough the outside, and then just a finishing pass. And I'm not gonna drill this. I'm gonna pocket this with a 1/4 inch end mill and just chamfer them after I'm done. So that's it, guys. Let me stop right here. I'm gonna edit this into the whole video. All right, bye. I don't know, guys. I was so scared to send it that I forgot about you. Let's stop it right there. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. We're gonna be fine. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. We're gonna be fine. So I'm not gonna stop it again. Just making sure we didn't, because we're really close from this bolt. But yeah, we still got about 20 thousandths off to this countersink bolts. Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the next operation and okay, let's do a run from here. So you see that I hit my stop over there, right, on my first operation. So I go to my next cut. Next cut is gonna be my 1/2 inch end mill. So I just click on the screen, run from here, run. See all those noises? Wait a minute. And I'm glad we're in the middle of this. So you remember I got a video. I messed up here again because I changed PC or whatever, and I messed up on my post processor. So you see that I'm X and Y right there. No good on Mark 3. Mark 3 does not like X and Y when it's changing. Let's say doing a radius or whatever. So that X and Y moving, no good. So I'm gonna stop it here, change the code, and I get back to you. Okay guys, I'm back. I just got it fixed. Just had to change it over there from arc to X and Y. I mean from X and Y to arc, and we get to go. So we're gonna do the same run from here. Run from here. We got 2.9 on it already. You're gonna see on the corners how nice it turns over there on the corner. It just turns, no vibrations, nothing. See? By the way, that's the full length of this machine. Pretty much. It's 20 inches on Y, we're doing 18 something. My weight cover down there is almost nothing. that might change over the course of the build. You know what I'm saying? That's why I cannot give you a price and say, and these are kind of things I cannot really give you a price. I mean, it's hard. It would be hard for me, you know. Your car the way you want it, and at the same time I won't be just, let's say, losing my job, you know, pretty much. I think the way I'm thinking that is it going to work for you better. It's going to work for you better on the number. You're not going to go forward, I'm not going to go reach. You're doing this. And that's the way it is. And that's not the reality. I mean, just because I'm building this car, I'm not going to go reach, or you're going to go forward. We're just trying to get the car on the road. I think it's going to that's it for now. Let me just break that up. Just break that. That was more than 3,000 for sure. Just we'll drain some of that. Okay, well that's it. We got some chamfers, some holes. Unfortunately, this one here is ugly as it can be, because the plate already had a hole in it. But yeah, we'll hold that. Most of the time we're just gonna do the middle one, and then on the outer side we're gonna hold the cover plate with some clamps or whatever. But just good. So, and it's through here, all four faces, so we can always line up on any of the faces, 2X and Y, 2X or Y, and our center here is also done on top of the piece. So we get. I'm gonna stop right here. This is all our fixture plate for now. I am gonna pull it out of there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it out of there. It should be fine. If it's not this one, it'll be the other one. But I gotta pull it anyway. So I'm gonna pull it out of there and clean the inside and all that. Set it on the machine, and then I believe I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my timing case. Alright guys, see you again. Bye. Hey guys, so I took the part out to the fixer plate too. Chamfer, you know, that boss that we had over there. I also chamfer these two right here. Hopefully you can see it. I'm gonna be centering on this one. So that one is already clean, and I got this one too. So I'm gonna be centering on this one and getting this face or the other face to make sure we are square on X or Y. And so I think it's fine. You know, something like this, I'm always really sketchy because of the price of this material. But so the fixture plate is good. This is the side that we were holding on to, and this is the one we built, the side we did. So we see we got let me put it somewhere here. We got 5 holes, the one we talk about, so we can fixture it into the table of the machine. We got 2 center, perfect center, 3 holes. So I won't do that because I want to fix this into the table one time. In a perfect world, if I can say it, will be just to fixture this and then come and sit our part on top of it and machine it, right? That will be in a perfect. It could be done if I use, let's say, if I will take some of the same holes. So these holes are through holes, and it's got plenty of through holes. Let's say this one is through, this one's through. All this, they bolt straight to the block of the engine, right? So let's say I would drill, and I thought about it, but I didn't want to do it. We drill all of this through, right? And since we're not going to be working on them, we don't have to work on them. We can just do the contour of the part, and we can mill the rest, whatever is away from those holes, and then just take the bolts out and finish the rest later. But it makes more sense to me that I don't have to be taking nothing and putting nothing on the middle of the job. So I will be just sitting that over there. I will be just sitting. If you notice, I got longer shoulder bolt. I went to Ace warehouse and hardware, and I couldn't find all the bolts. I know I got these bolts somewhere because I did this before, but I'll probably just use them from something else. So I'm kind of spreading the longer bolts around the cover. This one, we got a lot of space here on bolted, so I'm gonna use two long ones over there, then a big guy here. So I'm gonna spread these two big guys pretty much here and here. I really rather, yeah, we'll be fine with those. And then two small guys here, another small here in between. Over there, it's not a big deal either. So I'm gonna put this and this, and I'm out of bolts. So this all we're gonna do. I'm gonna tighten this one. Let that countersink center our part. Pull it, move it somewhere. One on each end, and then we're just gonna go ahead and do the rest. Like I said before, I like this kind of setup with countersink bolts. I know these bolts, they're not perfect. The countersink is not perfect, but there's so many, and if you spread the centering in between all of them, you're gonna be somewhere around the center of them. So we're gonna leave the torquing for someone else. My dad used to say, if it don't smell onion, it's not tight. So I still don't smell onion, but I think it's tight. Make sure you went down. These are shorter, they're still tight, because that's the cool thing about thread milling. You can always adjust that thread so perfect, so nice, that you can trust in it. Even a 1/4 inch aluminum, it'll be fine. So there it is. The rest is gonna be tomorrow, so I'm not gonna keep messing with this. I'm already tired, so pretty much we're just gonna. This is heavy. It was the 2" by 20 by 18 was 72 pounds, but I already machined all the, all that big pocket inside. But now we're back with that plate on it. So let me let me put it for you the way I'm gonna be looking at it. This is the way I'm gonna be looking at it. So I'm gonna be centering. This is gonna be my 0, X, Y, 0 right here. My C is gonna be down here, and then I'm gonna come up whatever the perfect amount I want on the cover. Let's say it's gonna look something like this. This is, I'm glad I have this. So it's just for you to have an idea of what the difference is in between these two covers. Okay. The idea is this. I'm about to show you right now. You see how off that, I mean this, or let's say that injection pump is going to be from this one. So this one on a 12 valve is already a 3/4 inch off the head. So pretty much if that is your cylinder head over there with this alternator is mounted at, let me see if I got another head. So yeah, better view. So when you are doing one of these swaps, I don't know if we get, let me turn this to the light. So when you're doing one of these swaps on the 12 valve, let's say you would put the same 12 valve timing cover on a common rail engine. In this case, I'm going 6.7. If you're using a common rail head, your injection pump is going to be, the governor or injection pump is going to be hidden on the intake plenum. So that one I show you, the one I previously made, is already 3/4 of an inch away from the head, so it will clear the head. That one does clear the head, but it's sitting at 45 degrees, right? So what I did is I drop it, okay, again here. So I drop it even farther off the head and lower, because you gotta stay the same distance from the cam gear, which is the one that drives, it's the one that drives that injection pump gear. So you gotta pretty much clock around the camshaft. So pretty much I moved it way more out because I want my injection pump to be sitting straight up pretty much. I want the engine to be more, I don't know, nicer looking. The injection pump on the 12 valve is pretty much at almost 45 degrees. I want that injection pump to be sitting around 20, something like that. So it looks, I believe it's gonna look better. Anyway, it don't matter, just what I want. That's not gonna change the performance or nothing, it's just what I want. But this is how much I changed it. So there is a little bit over there, maybe, if I'm not mistaken, it was around another 3/4 of an inch. And you see these bolts that they are sitting like that. I don't know if you're able to see it. This bolt, you know, they're sitting like 45. Actually, they are almost 45. They're facing this corner right here. They're gonna be up here. So the injection pump is gonna have like 20 degrees when I'm done, because I'm away from the head. So yeah. So again, to the process, it's pretty much, I'm gonna center here, I'm gonna face, or I mean line up on X or Y to make sure I'm square to the head, and then I'm gonna go ahead and face off whatever material I got left, which is not much. It's only around 140 thousandths to get to my actual height, because this is supposed to be 18.5. yeah, 18.5, supposed to be 18.5 total on it, and we have around 2 here, so, and we already took a few thousandths off, so around 140. I don't think it'll be 150 at all, but anyway, so we're gonna phase that off to this height, and then we're gonna go ahead and machine everything around it to get to this height, and then I'm gonna pocket, chamfer, another chamfer here on the back side. We're gonna chamfer all these holes. We're gonna do this little pocket. This one will clear the injection pump fuel rack plug, which, you know, when you do a performance injection pump, you put a longer plug so you get more fuel on the high end or whatever. And I got a thread mill this too, but that's it. That's how the setup is. So I'm gonna zero on this bolt and line up on X or Y, either one, and just start cutting. But we're gonna stop that for tonight, and I'll keep going tomorrow. Alright guys, thank you. I'm gonna post this video and then I'll do another one later. So whatever I did today, I'm gonna put it all in one, and then the other one later. Bye.